Mark Carney is pitching to be the President of Canada since Justin Trudeau has stepped down. I don't think you'd go far wrong with that. No. Now, when Mark Carney was the Bank of England governor, I thought he did an amazing job. He even managed to mitigate against some of the effects of Brexit. The day after Brexit could have been a darn sight worse than what it was if it wasn't for the efforts of Mark Carney. Anyway, while you're here, please boot the old like button and maybe subscribe to the channel. Mark Carney. Yeah, I can remember him being interviewed by James O'Brien. And he said, post-Brexit, because all the vitriol from the Brexiters, you know what they're like, they're like MAGA, they're the lack of thinking, that's what they are. Well, Mark Carney was saying that when he used to pick his kids up out of school, well, people would say, when are you going back then? Back to your own country. Now, Mark Carney's a white Canadian, and his kids are the same. Just because of his accent, I suppose. And people knew. And they didn't like him because he was... Well, he really was anti-Brexit. He really was. And for obvious reasons, because he's one of the people in the know. He knew how damaging Brexit was going to be. And it has been. In fact, our economy is absolutely shot. Just do a search using ChatGPT. Ask them how well Brexit is going in the UK and how it's affected the United Kingdom's economy. Yeah, ask AI, it'll tell you. I guarantee you. It won't look good. Now, Mark Carney's been talking tariffs as well, he has, yeah. In response to Donald Trump's tariffs. Now, he wants to be sort of liberal leadership. And he was interviewed anyway a few days ago in the Daily Show. So Mark Carney went on a late night television in the US and to talk about Trump, tariffs and carbon taxes. But he did play a little bit coy, I have to admit, regarding becoming or running for the President of Canada. The thing about Mark Carney, he's a sensible man. He appears to be a man of his word, and he just does, and he's not like overly flamboyant or anything like that. He's a doer. He gets stuff done. And I thought, well, he did a really good job post the financial crash as well, not just Brexit. They brought out rules regarding mitigating future similar catastrophes happening again. Richie Sunak wanted to remove it. I think it's called the T1 or something. It's, basically you can't lend what you ain't got. So, former Bank of England and Bank of England governor, or Bank of Canada and Bank of England governor, I do apologise, and it was a 20-minute sit-down interview. And Carney said statehood is not going to happen, but the US and Canada can be friends with benefits. Now he's referring to Donald Trump. We're going to take Canada, the 51st state it'll be. Yeah, apparently. It'll be lovely, he says. Just like renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Oh my God. He's firing people up, isn't he? And when he was asked about the carbon taxes, Carney noted that much of Canada's emissions come from the oil industry, and that needs to be cleaned up rather than trying to change the way that everyday Canadians live in a short period of time. That sounds like a bit of a bluff, doesn't it? Like just sort of delaying tactics. He doesn't want to upset people. Opposition Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre, he's one who's also been, we'll put it to the people, see what they think about Trump becoming the 51st state. Right, Pierre Polivet, he's a bit of a right winger. He has already been trying to paint the former top banker as a key architect of the Liberal carbon policy, calling him carbon tax Carney. So this is like what the Tories do, and there's something the Reform Party do. It's pathetic. All these little slogans they have and nicknames they have for politicians. The thing is about these things, they stick. They stick because they roll off the tongue. Like make America great again. Oh my God, yeah. Oh dear, that's going to end badly. So I can't go into too much detail regarding obviously what Carney would do and wouldn't do, because I obviously don't know. And at the end of the day, if you were going to run as a leader of a country, you're going to have some policies, and they would become clear later. But as an individual, as a human being, I would bet on them. I wouldn't bet on somebody like Pierre Polivet who uses stupid slogans like the other idiots. No. And also the woman who actually resigned, and I can't remember her name now. She resigned from Justin Trudeau's government over something that I don't know really what went on. I don't know if anyone really does. But I think they've kept that quite private. But anyway, that sort of led to the fall of Justin Trudeau. To be fair, he's been the governor. Should I say governor? No, I don't say that. The president of Canada. For some time now. So maybe it's time for him to step down. Anyways, he was a young man, There was a bit of controversy over him actually blackfacing and what have you, but he was young, I think he's just looking at everything in their past and what they're tweeting and stuff like that. So half the time people tweet this stuff when they're half cocked, had a few drinks and what have you, or they're tired. Sometimes you can do these things by mistake. You click the wrong button and you retweeted something that you didn't. It wasn't the thing you got to retweet. And why are we so hell bent on using these platforms like X, what have you, for politics, and the political parties actually, and using it as a way of? It seems to be their first point of call these days to let you know what they intend to do or what's happening and stuff like that. Well, really, it should be press releases from the government, not through bloody Twitter or X, not through social media. That's ridiculous. It really is. Anyway, what do you reckon? Please leave it in the comments down below. Now, what do you think of Mark Carney? Do you think he could be a good president of the United States? Maybe. Of Canada? Please leave it in the comments down below. Please hit the like button. Toodaloo.